Today is August 17th, 2020, and this market update will look at the last 30 days as we kind of look back at July as to what we've seen in terms of the numbers and really what we're indicating is happening in the market. So I'll start with some numbers over the last 30 days here in Chicago. So 7,229 new properties have come to the market. 4,306 properties went under contract, and a whopping 3,098 closings have taken place. Again, just great numbers for the real estate strength of the market. If we talk a little bit about the economic recovery here in the United States, it will highly depend heavily on the containment of COVID-19. As we go throughout the summer and we look at the beginning of the fall, different industries are going to be affected differently as to the containment of COVID-19 and how that's going to affect different industries. So if we look at healthcare, seems to be coming back on a very high scale rapidly compared to travel, which is still lagging behind. So given the circumstances, certain industries are going to come back strong, certain industries are still going to lag behind. If we look at Morgan Stanley and what the CIO had mentioned last week, we will likely see the worst ever GDP reading, followed by the best ever growth in quarter three, which is really incredible to think about. Strength following such weakness that we've been dealing with. When people can spend more money, they do. When they can go out and grab a bite to eat and bring it home, they do. When they can go and have a little bit of side money to spend on apparel or personal services, they do. That's really what we're seeing, given these numbers. If we look at buyer behavior, showing time, has basically said that weekly showings are now normalizing. Things have come back to really the pace that we were at in January 2020. And that's really because of the pent-up demand that we're seeing. So many people are out looking that bring the market back to where things were pre-COVID. Again, a great sign for both our country and the real estate market. If we look, again, buyer demand is just extremely strong right now because of the low interest rates. A lot of millennials who have been shouldered with student loan debt for a number of years are able to unsaddle themselves from that debt and really look at buying their first property, be it a condo, starter market, single family home if it's a family. So again, depending on what the demands are and what the needs are, we see the market still really on fire. Realtor.com looked at their housing market recovery index, which takes into account the demand, supply, price, and market time. Today, we're right around 103.7. In April, it was around 83.1, which was really low. And if we look at just a baseline of February, pre-COVID, it was around 100. So we're hovering right around pre-COVID numbers, which just shows the strength of where things are at just here in Chicago and in the country. Move.com came up with their year-over-year change numbers, and we really come back to the fact, and we've been talking about this for months now, I think, is we cannot bring enough homes to the market for the buyers that need them, which continually increases price range sales. And we really see this at the first time home buyer, single family home market. Single family home sellers are dictating their prices, and they're getting it because there are no single family homes out there right now for the amount of millennial buyers looking. Right now, we are experiencing 11 straight weeks of year-over-year increase of price applications for loans. What does that mean? People are applying for loans at a high rate. In the last 5 business days, Megan and I have had 3 clients put in applications for loans. So we see this across the board. And really what's driving this new kind of desire? Remote work. 2 of 3 people surveyed by Realtor.com plan to buy a home in the next 6 to 9 months due to the remote work ability that home will offer them. Again, just very unique market circumstances that we're seeing that have changed buyer desires and demands. You need a home office, you need a little bit of a workout space, you need a place for your kids to sleep, a place for a kitchen, of course, But again, these desires have changed the market in 2020 August. Take care.